Topics Chair and fellow speakers. I'm going to pick up a little bit on the ending that John gave us, which was food is not always the greatest thing. Think back to perhaps your youth. Hangovers. Who wants to eat after a hangover? Well, maybe you do. Sometimes people say the best cure for a hangover is something greasy like a bacon sandwich or a big fry-up. But that could be regretted later on. And there's nothing worse than feeling ill because your stomach is getting ready to reject what you might be about to send down for whatever reason. And as our previous speaker said, there is some food that just automatically does that. The very thought of it makes your stomach go, I'm not having any of this. If it's coming down, it's going back. And obviously tripe is one of those things. And I think we've all got some little element of food that is going to make our stomachs do that. And there's no logic to it really. You don't have to have a hangover. So food can always be nice if you're eating what you like and what your stomach will accept. But there are also occasions where our bodies and our stomachs actually reject food that we do like. So we have to be a little bit selective. We have to be a little bit kind. We have to get to know what our limits are, what foods we can eat and what foods our stomach is going to accept. And not abuse our bodies by sending it food and drink that is not what we want to have. And recently, so you know, I was in hospital with an operation and I reacted badly to the anaesthetic and felt really, really ill. And oh my God, everybody in that ward could only talk about food. And at that point it was my worst nightmare. And then the guy would come in and say, what would you like? And you have to give your menu for, breakfast, lunch and dinner. 3 times you have to hear it. And you have to hear it, what's on offer, for every person as well. Now if that doesn't make you throw up, nothing is going to. But it's a subject that we talk about a lot. And when you get into that situation, you realise that this really is something that's always on our minds and on our stomachs, but we really need to work out which foods are for us. We're going to like some, we're not going to like others. At certain times, our body is not going to like certain foods. So don't just shovel it all down. Think about what you're going to eat, where you're going to eat, and who you're going to eat with.